Hello! Usually when parents come to me and describe their children as wala pa masyadong nasasabi, I usually ask them for more details like ano na ang nasasabi or write and list down the words that you have heard your child say. And since I posted that speech and language development milestones infographic maybe a few weeks ago or a month ago, I've been getting more questions about, yes, but teacher, what counts as a word? And without getting too technical, I'm just going to give you 5 of my tips for determining when a word is counted as a word. So let's get talking. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Teacher Kaye and I'm a certified speech-language pathologist. So very quickly, let's get to those 5 ways to determine when a word is considered a word. But take note that this is very simplistic. Of course, in the study of speech and language, marami kaming masyadong formalities. But just so you can find out how many words approximately your child is already saying to be able to tick off those milestones from your checker, here are some of the tips. Yay! Number 1, it's a word if your child uses it already consistently to talk about a specific object. So for example, every time makita niya yung bottle of milk, sasabihin niya, Or every time she reaches at gusto niyang magpa-breastfeed, sasabihin niya, In this way, makikita natin na yung sa kanya has something to do with either drinking milk or just the milk. But in any case, kung consistently with relation to the milk or drinking milk, then is already considered a word kahit na hindi talaga siya word like gatas or milk. So it ties with number 2 that they use it in a variety of settings. So for example nga, if is used to refer pala to milk, then gagamitin niya yung when reaching for a bottle or for we're reaching for mommy's boobies para makapag-breastfeed siya. Number 3, it's a word if it is spoken with an intent to communicate and not just to imitate. So it doesn't count if ikaw yung nagsabi ng meme, tapos sinabi ng bata meme. Because in that situation, di natin masasabi if ginaya ka lang niya or she really meant to say meme by herself. So it needs to be with an intent to communicate and not just imitating. Number 4, it approximates the sounds used in the conventional word that we grown-ups use. So for example, ang sinasabi natin milk, pero hindi pa niya masabi yung milk, pero consistent na nasasabi niyang me, every time gusto niya ng milk or ng gatas. So we already consider this me sound a word because it is an approximation of the word milk. Pero hindi pa lang nakaka-catch up yung speech niya to be able to produce the entire word milk very clearly. So at the ages of 1 to 2 years old, wag muna tayo mag-pay attention masyado dun sa clarity or yung perfection of yung pagkakasabi ng word nila. Me, if already referring consistently to milk, can already be considered a word. I'm going to mention something that was asked in my last live stream, if reciting nursery rhymes counts as speaking in words. Now, syempre, iba-iba yung situation. If tipong nagre-recite siya, pero narinig yung ginagamit na niya individually yung words na yon na recite niya, then it could be a word. But if hindi pa gumagamit spontaneously ng other words, pero nagre-recite lang ng nursery rhymes na parang memorized by hearing or by rote, then hindi po yun counted as a word. So this ties with the last one, number 5, holo phrases. A holo phrase is something that could be one word but actually means more than a word. It could be a complete thought. So for example, when some children say give, merong mga schools of thought that say just because sinabi nilang give, it could mean give cookie. Pero ang nasasabi pa lang nila ay give. But the actual phrase na gusto nilang intentionally sinasabi is give cookie. So give in that situation is considered a holo phrase. Pero yung kabaliktaran nun is yung thank you, yung love you, yung things like twinkle, twinkle, those are considered holo phrases as well and are not counted as two-word combinations. They are only considered a holo phrase. So pag sinabi nyo, 2 words na nasasabi ng anak ko kasi nakakapag-thank you siya. No, actually, thank you is a memorized phrase that only actually means one thing to them. So, usually nga yan is thank you, I love you, jingle bells, mga ganyan. Those are holo phrases and those only count as 1. And that's it. I hope that guides you into making better lists of words na nasasabi na ng anak nyo so that me or any of the other professionals that you consult with will have a better idea of how many words na actually yung nasasabi ng mga anak ninyo. So that's all for today. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I hope you can consider following my Facebook and Instagram accounts at Teacher Kaye Talks. And I will be making an important announcement sometime this week. So stay tuned for that and mabuhay! Happy talk!